Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sword Coast in Peril. We will be unfortunately down a player this evening, but we are going to be uh, finally getting ourselves out of Neverwinter. And I am super excited for everybody to see kind of the finale of us being in Neverwinter and how we proceed out of it. This evening we will be doing a few short scenes between the players, and then we will be leaving the city. I promise. Um, so we are gonna go over to our players really quickly, and then let them introduce themselves and their characters. Nope, that's the wrong screen. Hello, everybody. They can hear you now.
Hi.
Mushy mush.
Hello.
Welcome. How is everyone this evening?
Pretty good.
I'm excited.
I exist and I'm ready to cause problems.
Phenomenal.
Phenomena.
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 Phenomena. It's my favorite bit from any Muppet/Sesame Street property. So,
My favorite Sesame Street bit is the Rocco bit.
God, Rocco is a rock. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
Listen, I can do Elmo and I can do Mickey Mouse way too well. But yeah, welcome everybody. We're gonna have everybody introduce themselves and their characters really quickly. I'm gonna go first. My name is ThePaladinBelle. I am God. I play all of the NPCs and all of the other characters of Faerun that you may or may not encounter throughout your journey. And we're gonna go from right to left. Eldritch, if you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and your character, please.
I'm Eldridge, Story Golden Queen on Twitch. I'm playing Lyran Valeth, also known as Lilith to most of this party. A half-elf, fiend warlock, armor artificer. She goes by she, her. I go by she, they.
Phenomenal. Up next, Crow, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hello. My name is Resident Scarecrow, but please just call me Crow. Tonight I am playing as Ashton, who has a lot of titles, but the two favorites of his are Ashton Acolyte of Court and Ashton of Flan. I know I'm pronouncing the area wrong, but I like to pretend it was named after the cakes.
No, we're
Not cake.
absolutely, it's flan. I don't care what Ed Greenwood says, it's flan. I've called it flan since I first played it in the Beyond Adventure module. It is flan.
I called the cakes flan anyway.
It's not cake, it's pudding.
I called
It
the
is
pudding
pudding.
flan.
That's why I said, sorry, not cake. Immediately after that.
I was gonna call it a dessert, but you called it a cake, so I'm like, that must be exactly what it is.
Oh, I say things with too much confidence.
But yeah.
Belle does the same thing, but I love it.
Anyways, I go by he, him pronouns, as does Ashton. I know what's in store for a little bit of tonight's session, and I am terrified for Ashton's sake, but I know for a fact Ashton is not.
Phenomenal. Up next, Lynx, introduce yourself and your character, please.
Hi, I'm Lynx. You can find me as Quark Lynx wherever you socialize your medias. And I use any pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Mithrangale, Harry, and Michaelis, our fancy little tiefling, princeling, wizard boy, whose boyfriend, that is a character Belle plays, is going to beat Ashton's ass. So that's exciting for me to watch. Gail uses he, him pronouns. And oh, right, I use a voice changer for him, and I also do silly little accents. So if you hear someone talking that doesn't sound like me, but is doing a British accent, hi, that's me.
Phenomenal. Up next, Void. Introduce yourself and your character, please.
Void? Void, are you there?
No,
Jess?
I totally got it. I can do Void's intro for it.
Jesse, you're muted.
Wake up, samurai.
Okay, so I don't. We'll come back to Jess. Huffy, will you please do your introduction? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Miss Huffy. I'll be playing Charybdis, the Shark Princess today. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Miss Huffy.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I'm here, sorry.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I was
It
just
is your
about to do
turn.
your intro for you.
Do it.
Do it, coward.
Do my intro. Save me some work.
Oh, sure. Hi, hello. My name's Jester Void. You can call me either or. I use he, him, or it, its pronouns. I forget the
Do you know
rest.
the bit? Do you know the bit?
Something, don't be a coward.
There you go. That's the old
I'm
bit.
Void.
But yeah.
Hi, I'm Void or Jester. You can call me either or. I go by he, him, or its pronouns. Doesn't matter to me. You can find me on Twitch. I don't really stream. I've graduated from Belle's backyard to Belle's house. It's cold outside. If if you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. It's me. Let me in.
See, this is all you had to do to get Peaches back, was come into the house.
Damn. Tonight I am playing Rika, a barbarian ASMR, who is very normal. Your Honor.
100%.
I'm very normal.
Okay, so we pan in on the day after the banquet. The day after the High Sun Games.
You want a recap?
After it. Say again? Oh yes, please recap.
Okay. Yeah, so the previous day, High Sun Games.
Too excited to beat
started
Ashton's
out-
ass.
It started out, the day of the High Sun Games started out with a fight of might and magic between a wizard and someone who is a punchy, kicky, fighty, martial, ouchie,
Mhm.
murder fight
Phenomenal.
person.
Phenomenal.
That sentence got away from me.
Monk?
So-
I think the thing you are looking for is monk.
Anyway, so yeah, Ashton and Gale were chosen as representatives for this fight, for might and for magic, and they decided to have a little bit of fun with it. They did some punchy murder death. Well, most on Ashton's part. Gale kind of got his ass kicked. There was also some other things that occurred earlier in the morning, but most of it was just kind of chill talking. Everyone's chatting with their friends and their pseudo daughters, except Charybdis, who was doing mazes to practice for the High Sun Games.
Hell
But yeah, Ashton kicked Gale's ass, which was great. And by kicked his ass, I mean knee slammed his spine into the ground from about 50 feet in the air. So we love that for Gale. But, it was fine. He got healed. So he's not dead. He didn't die completely. He was just unconscious and with a broken spine. Everything's fine. But hey, High Sun Games time. We all got plopped in this maze with a bunch of outworlders or whatever
Yep.
the term was.
Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers. That's what they were. Yeah, so we all got to roll some skill checks to see if we would be successful. And almost everyone passed theirs with flying colors, except Gale. Gale rolled an 11, but we don't talk about that. But we won! We won, you guys. We got the High Sun Cup.
To losing, but you did win.
But no problems. Everyone survived, and everything's fine. And the High Sun Cup can generate a Hero's Feast. That's sick, right?
Yeah.
And then other stuff happened. Nothing too important. And then we went to the Lady Neverwinter's Lady Neverwinter.
Yeah,
Why do I have that
hasn't
written
been-
in my notes?
That hasn't been a thing in hundreds of years.
Lady Never Ember threw a little food, little party
We'll
sort of
dine.
shindig. Yeah, to commemorate our contributions to the city, to thank us for saving people and things, and for being so good at playing in the High Sun Games. And then during this dinner, this event, let's see. Oh, there was a lot of talking. Yeah. So a few more plot threads were dropped, and then Rika got up on stage, started talking in the way that one might before they're about to propose, but didn't. And then just left when, surprise, surprise, Gail's brother showed up. Not the oldest one that we've talked to before. The one that's just a bit older than him, Ken, who is now the High Warden of Melvant because he usurped the other brother that we'd met before, who was kind of an asshole. So, yeah, basically king of another country, Gail's brother showed up. Not actually king, but basically. And that was...
Commander of Melvant's militaries.
Yep. So that's fun. We love that. And then, good night, day over, bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Nothing happened.
Nothing
That's
happened.
it. The end.
Definitely nothing happened.
Oh, important to note, though, Charybdis bet a lot of money on Gale losing the fight.
And thus won a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Smiles.
So, we pan in the next day. The morning after the High Sun Games and the banquet. Ashton, you, in the morning, usually, are able to get up and do your whole meditation thing, but not this morning. This morning, before the sun comes up, you hear a loud knock on your door. Almost as if someone who is like beating on your door with the pommel of a sword.
Not knowing exactly what to expect, Ashton opens up the door, sticking his head out. Just, yes, can I help you?
You look straight up to a man that is made of metal. Leonidas Tavish is a man whom you have spent some time with. He comes down and trains with you in Dare, kind of on the regular, because he knows that Dare kind of likes to hang out with you, and he needs to train the little fucker if he's going to be any good in combat one day. And he's normally, when he comes down to visit you, he's very glib, very happy, very kind of happy-go-lucky kind of guy. However, today, the perfectly well-manufactured porcelain face of Sir Leonidas Tavish looks down at you and goes, "So, you have done me a dishonor, and now you must pay for it."
I am not too sure I understand your meaning. Please be plain with me.
As a knight, you have harmed my liege. I understand it was in a duel of honor, but I will not stand to see my lordship's face driven in and spine driven into the sand in such a manner in which it was.
I mean, I would not have been able to bend his spine like that had he not tried to fly.
Ashton, what is your AC?
Let me double check. The fuck? How did it drop?
That's a good question.
Hold on. Alright, so let's see.
Let's see. Do we have
Unarmed.
unarmed strike in
Dex
here?
plus Wiz
No.
plus
Okay.
10.
You've got
So
Sacred
that's it to 17. Plus,
Sacred
let's
Touch
see.
is an unarmed strike. It just does.
We've got padded armor, which ups it by 1 to 18.
So,
Oh, it's the cloak.
A 2,
So
a
19.
2 does not hit your 19. He attempts to smack you, much like one does when challenging someone to a duel. You can choose to take the hit, and you will suffer no damage.
If he is going, I think he doesn't even register that it is an attempt to initiate a duel. He just sees a hand going for him and out of instinct ducks backwards and puts up his hands before a light shows in his eyes.
Dings in his head.
Oh,
The
you wanted
light
to
bulb.
fight! It is perfectly understandable, my friend. If you want to fight, just say so. Where would you like to do this?
He just goes, meet me in the courtyard in 15.
I will make sure to be there.
And
And
he looks at you
after
and goes,
you,
I believe you. I'm going to go make sure that my lordship does not come outside.
upon hearing that, Ashton slowly closes his door before going to his window and sliding down the wall
Yep.
so he can get to the courtyard as fast as possible.
Knew that was happening. Charybdis.
Oh, he is
From
hyped.
your window, you can see Ashton's window. You see Ashton leave via the window. What do you do?
If this is this before dawn?
Not quite. This is like right after dawn. Sun's up, but it's not
Okay.
been up for very long.
So Charybdis is actually probably just returning from throwing ship parts at her crew.
Okay.
So she's probably in the courtyard and will wave him down and say, "Hey, you're not usually up this early. What's going on?"
I just realized I'm muted. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I have a fight with Leonidas. This is going to be a very good time. Just in case, would you mind getting some healing potion?
You need healing potion. I think you muted yourself again somehow.
Either that or your internet has done a bonk.
God, Rick has like a fucking forever stock of health potions.
Yeah.
If you need any.
Yeah,
Kicks
just go
Ashton.
grab
Get back.
Rika.
Yes, slaps Ashton until he starts working again.
Hold on. Did my internet really crap out?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right after the
no.
word healing
What?
potions.
Yeah, you were asking about healing potions, right?
Yeah, so what he said was, would you also mind bringing some healing potions and whatever it is we use to fix Leonidas? Because I know after this fight, one or both of us are going to be very hurt.
I could fix either of you, actually.
Molten gold.
I have
That's
healing
how you
potions.
That's how you fix Leonidas.
I have healing potions, gold, and smith's tools.
So you
Looks
have the way
and-
to melt it.
Yeah, I have the way to fix either of you. You'll be all right.
So, Gale, I need a perception check from you in your EP morning times.
Sure. Perception. 14?
So, Leonidas, as we've kind of established, when you do not choose to go and hang out with him in the observatory, will literally just shut down in an immovable state in your bedroom. When you wake up this morning, he's not there. Neither is any of his gear.
That's probably perfectly fine. The last time he did this, he was just going and getting his heart removed and then put on a sword.
Yep. Totally
That's fine.
no reason to be anxious at all.
Yeah, no, Gale's gonna look for one of his other retainers, just hail him down real quick and be like,
Yeah, Karan is literally right outside the door.
Coran, have you seen Leo?
Yes, my lord. I was told to not let you seek him out at the moment, and just wait until he returns. But I'm pretty sure I take orders from you, not him. I'm pretty sure he was gonna go beat the monk's ass.
The monk
Ashton.
being Ashton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Hmm.
Now, is that something Gale wants to interfere with?
That is a good question.
Or thinks he should? Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, with the critical failure of a wisdom save, that's not Gale's problem.
Nope.
He closes the door. He's going to spend the morning in the magnificent mansion.
Fantastic. Rika,
Yeah,
you get a knock on your door.
yeah. Yeah. I think Rika looks surprisingly awake and dressed for being this early in the morning.
Okay.
Who is it? Who's there?
It is Leo, and he just kind of goes, Rika, I need a second.
Okay.
As
You've
in,
got your
like, in a
second.
duel.
Okay.
I need you to follow me. I'm going to
Okay.
beat Ashton into the ground in the courtyard.
All right.
Grab your
Sick.
things.
Okay. Okay. You can't do this at a normal hour. No, everyone has to.
You
right
have to
after
duel at dawn. That's the
You
rules.
You have to do it on. That's what you sound like. She says as she gets her shit together. Alright. She'll come along.
Yeah, and he will lead you down into the courtyard, where I assume both Ashton and Charybdis are.
Why yes?
Charybdis, you see Leonidas come out. The only thing he's not wearing armor-wise is his helmet. He's got like a sword tucked under his arm. He's adjusting his gauntlets. He's like he's ready.
He's got a circlet.
Yeah.
All right, Shiny. I need a nice clean fight.
He looks up at you, like cuts you a look. I am a knight. You think I would fight with dishonor?
I don't know.
He just shakes his head.
I've met some dishonorable knights every now and then.
Yes, but unfortunately, for those poor souls, they don't have a liege good enough to serve. I do. And he will say as he draws his fucking longsword.
Oh no.
Charybdis will be preparing her tools to repair him once this is over.
Fantastic. So, Lorraine, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How early do you think your character wakes up, and do you think you would be able to witness this tussle, essentially?
I think just out of instinct,
Uh-huh.
Lorraine wakes up early.
Okay.
Because she's usually the type of person to wake up early and make sure everyone's okay,
Yeah.
and then proceed to start with her day. So
You wake up, and 4 out of your companions are in the fucking courtyard. 2 of them look like they're about to come to blows.
yeah, I'm assuming that I see this out like in a window or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Just
either
gonna
a
start like
window
open.
or like the door, like the front door is open.
Yeah, I sort of like open the window and just stare outside with like probably a coffee or something.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over to the battle map screen. Ashton,
I am
my
here.
dear friend, the resident scarecrow. Roll initiative, buddy.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Belle, I haven't given Leo all of his items.
Uh-huh. That's
Oh.
true.
Shoot, let me do that.
He's just in basic equipment with his longsword right now. So he is good.
Okay.
He is fine for the moment. But basically he kind of comes to the center of the courtyard and will extend a hand. He goes, "This is an honor duel. It is not a duel to the death. It is just proving a point." And
He's got a better sword now, though. Sorry.
But Ashton, he is trying to shake your hand.
Ashton will give him the proper tight handshake he is due.
All right.
And the moment he feels Leonidas pull away from the handshake, he's going to shift the grip, and he's going to do one of those clasp the hand and pull the guy close type of bro hug, if you will. Because he knows Leonidas is strong.
Yep.
Leonidas has to protect Gale after all.
Yes.
What he does not know is how strong is Leonidas, and he really wants to find out.
Are you gonna contest an athletics check with this man?
Nope, this is just him showing he is incredibly excited.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He gives you a bro hug right back, steps back, readies his sword, and it is your turn. You are the start of this. As a monk, I would have figured you were faster than the Warforged Paladin.
Because this is a fight, and because Leonidas has a proper sword on him. First thing we are going to do, we are going to burn a key point to Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
So it is, where is it? There it is. That is a 9. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
You make purchase with him, but his like face is made of porcelain and gold. So like it's like you hitting a brick wall, essentially. 21
And
also does not hit.
Oh no. Alright. Standard attack and then martial arts attack.
Okay.
Stares at your +3 bonus.
Wait a minute. Yeah, why is it +3?
That seems very small for your level.
Yeah, that's because it defaulted to strength again. It's supposed to be plus dex. So it should be a plus 7.
What would that 23 and 21 have been?
25.
Okay, that would have hit, yeah. Roll damage for me.
Hot dog, what the fuck is your dex score?
My dex is a +4, but this is also a proficiency weapon, so I have +3 to it.
Hell yeah.
So
Wait,
it's
who's this guy?
That's Lorraine. That's
Oh.
Eldritch's character.
Oh, sorry, Eldritch.
So yeah, that is currently 13 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
I've added steel to Leo's sheet.
Thank you.
Now for oh god, I forgot I also have bonus attacks, so standard attack and bonus attack.
Yep.
Is he wearing his new armor?
He is.
Yeah,
he is
that's
wearing his
gonna-
new armor.
It's +2.
Okay.
And that's a 9.
Then his AC should be 24 now.
Yep.
And
Yeah, 9
now
and that
for
one, both miss.
and now for my martial arts attack, because that's what Monk specializes in. I have lots of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That meets his AC. Roll damage.
Oh dear. 6. That is a 1 on both my damage die.
Phenomenal. It is now Leonidas' turn. All right.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So let's see. Let me double check. He has extra attack, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he
Also, if
does.
he has the bracers, he's now 40 feet of speed instead of 30.
Yep.
I'm trying to add everything else.
You're fine. So he is going to use Steel in 2 hands twice. So that's a 10, which misses, and a 23.
That 23 definitely hits.
Okay.
Let's see that damage.
Divine Smite. So a 16, 24 points of damage right off the bat.
Oh yeah, Divine Smite is different in this game. It doesn't only affect evil aligned creatures.
It's just you take a shit ton of radiant damage.
So yeah, 16, that'll drop me to there, plus 8, that'll
Okay. So that drops you real hard. And then he's going to
Yeah.
bonus action attempt to so you're gonna roll me a DC 14. Oh, I didn't mean to ignore the smite. Ignore the smite on that one. Roll me a DC 14 dex save.
Alright. So
You take
Oh,
12
no.
That
points
is
of
a
radiant
9.
damage straight to the face. He grabs your head, and then it basically explodes with radiant damage.
evasion, so I only take 6.
Yep.
I am now below half health.
Yeah, and he only hit once.
Technically twice.
Yeah, but the other one's not an attack. The other one is literally him just palming your face.
He also hadn't even broken down any of the spells that he can cast as bonus actions yet, so...
I'd also like to point out that was a 2 on my dex save.
Uh-huh.
That's a
I
good
just
bonus.
had to not roll less than a 7, and I rolled less than a 7.
Okay. it is your
Is
turn.
that our lovely friend the Paladin's turn?
It is. So we are going to unfortunately have to stop the stream.
I believe that's everything he can do except for move.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
No,
can.
no, well, not just now, but yeah.
Okay, so I do believe we're gonna have to stop the stream. We're gonna keep the recording going, but my internet is dying. So, so we're gonna continue with the recording, but not the live stream. So sorry for anyone. Sorry for everyone on on YouTube who was watching the live stream for your inconvenience.
Oh.
It died.
Before we end the live stream,
I had to just end it because my
no
thing
problem.
was-
I'm just going to use a redeem on the stream just for
Yep.
added fun.
Oh God. So so random encounters for this particular game we need to be refunded because I want you guys out of Neverwinter before another random encounter happens.
Fair enough. I will wait on it then.
I'll refund you. Don't worry.
Okay. So, Ashton, it is your turn. What are you doing, buddy?
Well, if it is Ashton's turn, we're gonna spend another key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
So that gives us
So 26 that hits. 25 hits.
14 and 6 gives us a total of 20.
Okay.
Our 2 standard attacks.
19
19.
misses.
Yeah.
Natural. Yeah.
Natural.
Okay. So,
He
I
does
have-
have the Guardian Emblem.
what does that do?
It has 3 charges. When you or a creature you see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit while you're wearing the armor and wielding a shield that bears this emblem, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge to turn the critical hit into a normal hit instead.
Yeah. Okay. So roll for this first Silver Slugger strike. the 19, roll that damage. Okay, he's still unconscious.
Just multiple punches, and then the final uppercut.
Had he hit you with that other smite, you'd have gone down.
Oh yeah, you see Ashton. He is.
Singed.
His hands are shaking, but he's got the biggest grin on his face.
This was just proving a point, so he
Well done.
he is knocked the fuck out. That's kind of how Warforged do. He like shut down. It's like a computer that just got too much percussive maintenance.
I hit the off button. Ashton
Right.
is now doing kind of like what he did with Gale after their fight, draping one of Leonidas's arms around his shoulders and heave
So
to lift this man up.
I will say he is dead weight. He is.
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have to lift him.
Yeah, he is. He literally. You
Hello?
didn't knock him down. He just.
Yeah, we can hear
shut
you.
Down.
Okay. Healing hands?
Yeah.
I
you
was
can
gonna just
absolutely
repair him.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, healing
Yeah.
hands will
You can totally healing hands him.
repair. The repair will repair the body, not the like magical energy inside. Healing hands will repair the magical energy inside.
Yeah, it's just a pat on the face and squick up.
Okay. How much do you heal him for?
It's a static amount that my healing hands do. Let me pull it up. Okay. Grant, the number of hit points equal to your level. So 7.
Okay. Yeah. He wakes up. Kind of looks around, and goes, "Well, that was embarrassing."
I mean, I thought you had this one.
It's okay.
I thought you had it.
Had I hit that first attack, I would have.
Had I been bold enough to bet against you, I would have made so much money.
Oh,
Clearly.
Technically, he does have something that could have kept him going, but that's okay.
Yeah, I did not pay attention to the. So essentially, what he wouldn't have used the like
Fair enough.
the magic items for the most part, except for the crit one.
No. Ruthless endurance.
Oh yeah, he does have ruthless endurance.
Uh-huh.
He should have been at 1 hit point at the end of that.
Do you want me to run it back? You want me to go back?
Yeah, let's run it back. So Ashton,
Sorry.
it's okay. I forgot we gave him ruthless endurance. Ashton, you uppercut this man, and for a second, you think you've hit the off button, and then his eyes dart back, glowing bright gold. It is now his turn.
No, I have one more attack.
Okay, so the first attack, second attack, and then the two flurry of blows, base attack, martial arts, and then you have
Base attack, extra attack, because I have that.
and then martial arts, yeah.
Let's see if my martial arts even hits. It's a nat 1. Oh, I'm getting my arms broken.
Oh yeah. So, Wrathful Smite. First and foremost, right off the bat, he's gonna use that for the extra damage. He's gonna do an extra D6 psychic, and then he's going to swing, and he's gonna swing steel twice. Does 17 or a 20 hit you?
Only the 20 hits.
All right.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
So you still take 20 points of damage, and you exactly succeed. Next time you hit with a melee attack, your attack deals an extra 1d6. Additionally, okay, so he also needs to roll a d6.
Oh no.
And he does 1 extra psychic damage. That's his first attack. Or no, that's his second attack. So, that would be his, that is his, action, 2 actions, a bonus, And then let me check his. I think lay on hands is a bonus action.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is.
That's a full action.
It is your move to disable the metal giant.
All right, so we are going to flurry of blows,
How many key points do you have
martial
left?
arts, and then we're gonna see if he's still standing.
Miss. That's a hit. He is not. He had one. Yeah. How many key points do you have left?
5.
Okay. So yeah,
Because flurry
that
of
25
blows takes.
that 25 hits. You don't even need to roll damage. You only had 1 point of health.
I am also just gonna. No, that's not the one.
Quicken healing?
Yeah, because I am at 5 hit points.
Yeah. So now it
we're
would
just-
be Rika and Charybdis over here, healing him back up. And so he'll look at Ashton and just kind of go, "It was a good fight. I think I've proved my point."
Because Ashton can beat you up, but I can't. What the fuck?
So Ashton is now at 10 hit points. Ashton shakily puts a hand on Leonidas' shoulder. He's still got that big old grin. We are fighting again soon, yes?
Yes. Absolutely. And then he will kind of he'll put lay on hand to he'll put some lay on hands points into both of you. Let me see how many he has. Yeah, he's gonna put 10 points of lay on hands into himself, and then 10 into you. So you gain 10 more health points.
While Charybdis is repairing him, she's going to use magical tinkering to give him some sick glowing tattoos.
He already has sick glowing tattoos.
He's gonna get some more.
More.
Phenomenal.
He's getting more, and they glow brighter.
His tattoos glow when he does magic because they're all magical tattoos.
Hell yeah. These are more so just vibes. It can be up to 25 words of text and or have a 5-foot radius of dim light.
Nice.
Now you have to specify what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be some copies of what's actually already there.
Okay, cool.
Maybe words in Triton rather than
In Celestial.
the actual language. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Okay, so we pan back over now that Leonidas has proven his point. That's the wrong I keep clicking the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah, and he was a level below everyone else.
Yeah, he's a level below everybody else. But yeah, so you guys, you see Ashton and Leo kind of limping inside after having been healed up. Rika.
Yeah.
You're in kind of the courtyard of your keep.
Keep?
After the battle had commenced and kind of it finished up, and you hear like a soft clapping from the other side of the courtyard as you see Audette and Garcon kind of standing by the stables. And Garcon will kind of wave you over.
I'll approach.
Okay. He smiles and goes, "Hello, little sister. It is good to see you. We wanted to come and wish you a fond goodbye. We are headed back to Zenthal Keep."
I thought that the castle wasn't ready yet. Where are you staying?
We don't need a castle. We're going to stay around the people. They need
I mean,
At
yeah.
least some
I
of
mean,
us
sorry.
around for the morale.
I mean, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. But it was good to see you at any rate.
It was good to see you as well. And Audette will kind of put a hand on yours and go, we will be leaving you in good hands. I know that. And you should come back to the keep sometime.
Well, I will try to. If we have time between everything else.
Okay. Thank you. It was fantastic to see you actually in your element and in combat.
Yeah.
We all know that politics isn't your forte.
Not particularly. You know. But it's been nice, though I could do without the life-threatening danger.
Unfortunately, knowing where you're going next, through the rest of the Sword Coast, that won't be anything you
Yeah.
can avoid. Unfortunately.
No. Wistful thinking,
Yes.
if you will.
Yes, exactly. Goodbye, sister, and stay safe.
Well, goodbye. You travel safe out there.
You too. And you see Garcon whistle, and they get on the back of his horse, and he will take off into the sky.
Dramatically.
Yeah, it's the dramatic rides off into the sunrise. Not sunset, but rides off into the sunrise. As kind of they bid you their farewell, and are able to kind of give a soft, a farewell, but not good. It's a good, not a goodbye. It's a see you later.
They get a big hug before they leave.
Yeah, they both give you a very tight hug, and then they are going to go fly across the fucking ocean on the back of a single Pegasus.
Good for them.
That would be to the west then.
Yes. But yeah, so we pan over to I believe we have one more scene to get to before it is time for you guys to head out of Neverwinter. Gale, would you still be in the Magnificent Mansion?
You know what? Yeah, he's probably popping his head in and out every now and then because he's worried about Leo.
When you pop your head out, sitting in your room in his very bright robes is your brother, just sipping a small cup of tea, waiting for you to come back out. Karand informed him to just wait and you'd be out eventually.
Cool. All right. Taking a little bit of stress from that, but with a very high wisdom save, Gale leans back for a moment, takes a deep breath, and closes the door properly before entering the room and bowing to his brother.
Ken will just kind of smile and go, "You know there's no need to bow to me, not in private anyway."
You are the High Warden now.
Yes, of course.
Would be rude for me not to.
It is not necessary. I don't like the title anyway, but Merritt never wanted the damn thing, so he took his chance when I gave it to him and left.
Well, if neither you nor he want it, then what are we going to do with it?
Mari is going to take it when she goes home.
I suppose that works. She's always had a rather solid head on her shoulders.
And she wanted the throne.
Perfect, then.
You are aware that Merritt was going to abdicate to her anyway. Like, that was his plan when she was ready.
I had inklings of that, yes. Perhaps not confirmation.
Yes, he never wanted to be High Warden. He wanted to go live with his wolves in the mountains. Now that's what he's doing in his banishment.
Well deserved.
Yes. I think check
Gale
on you.
Gale circles around to his desk and takes a seat because he knows what Ken's here for. And he just after Ken says that, he just kind of gestures for him to just continue because he's given up on avoiding this conversation any further.
have you been doing your stretches lately? And he like says this in such a way that he doesn't know if Karan can hear you,
Mhm.
and so he doesn't want to like.
Oh, okay. The door's closed to the office?
Yeah,
Okay. Then
I've cast arcane lockdown on this room. You can speak freely.
how's your curse progressing?
I'm doing well. Your concerns are appreciated.
I understand that things are a little harder to get here. Do you need the basilisk oil balm? Do
I'm
you
doing
need more
fine.
of it?
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't checked.
Would you like me to? Because it's hard to
Would I
see
like you
something
to
that's
know?
on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you felt it? Is it hard to turn your head?
No, it's fine. I'm perhaps a bit sore because I've been overdoing things with articulate acuity. But
Mithringale,
that's
humor me. Roll your shoulders.
he desperately doesn't want to, but he does try to do as
It is
his brother
not
asks.
possible for you to do that. They are as stiff as stone.
He's got impeccable posture.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's great. Point of stress. Cool. Fun. So yeah, he tries. And then he just kind of looks at Ken like, what do you want from me?
You've been neglecting your curse.
perhaps.
I understand
That
with
could
all
be.
of the stress you have been under and all of the incidents in Neverwinter. I understand. I get like that too, and you see him kind of roll the one shoulder as if he can't roll the one on his right. But I did bring some basilisk's oil if you would like it. Yeah, I don't have to apply it for you. You can have Leo do it or Rika. Congratulations,
No.
by the way, on your engagements.
Thank you. Yes. Both formalized and accepted at this point. Just
Yes.
give it to me. I'll handle it.
And he hands you a small pot of like this. It's like lotion essentially, and it is magical, and it essentially turns stone to flesh for anybody that's been
Yeah, he
petrified.
shoves it into the little pouch of holding that he has without looking at it.
I will say that, and this is a thing that
Mhm.
he's done for years because he knows that Gale doesn't like to acknowledge it. It is
Mhm.
just in a it's in a very fancy like lotion bottle that you would see any noble would have, just kind of to make sure their hands are soft.
Okay.
It's very discreet. It's very much like, I know you don't want people knowing about this, so
Huh.
I'm not going to make it where you have to.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah, he still shoves it away without looking at it. Yeah, but he nods appreciatively.
Thank you. Yes, that is likely going to be helpful as I journey further south,
Speaking of your
away from cities and such.
Speaking of your journey, I
Mhm.
would ask at some point, even if you don't bring your party with you, at some point you make your way to Melvond.
Yes, I planned to. I need to show publicly support for your temporary reign, however long you decide to
Not just
keep at
that.
it.
Melvond is on the verge of war. With
Yes,
Faye.
I had heard. They.
Yes. Someone
Suppose
has
that had been boiling for a while.
someone has deposed Saz Tam, and his
Deposed.
yes.
That is a surprise.
Apparently they are cult to the Whispered One. And Tam has fallen out of favor with the gods of undeath, so to speak. And so the Whispered One has chosen a new acolyte. To do his unholy bidding. I need your expertise because you are an ambassador. That is your job. And I need
Yes.
someone to broker a peace treaty.
With the Fae?
With... No, not the thing.
Good, because I was about to say I believe that may even be beyond my capabilities.
With the Zentarum.
Zentarum. See.
Unfortunately, because a lot of our allies from Zenthel Keep lost their lives from the invasion, we don't have many allies to call upon. And I don't know of any other ally we may have that could get there.
So you wish to ally ourselves with the Zentarum?
I wish to ally ourselves with anyone who can help us. If you know of any other army we could call upon in a short period of time, you do. You do know about an army.
I do.
Yeah.
Charybdis?
Yeah. The peace treaty you just signed.
Okay. Yeah.
Rather than trying to make amends with enemies who have wrought nothing but havoc, perhaps we should try the Golden Pearl Kingdom. I've just successfully struck an accord with them for trade and for other things, and they have agreed to not enact violence upon us so much as we do not enact it upon them. So perhaps it could be discussed.
Well, their leadership, as from what I understand, is no longer in the kingdom itself. She is
yes, in
traveling.
fact. Well, that is complicated. So it would seem as though Scylla, you've met?
Yes.
Temporarily out of the running, so to speak. Yes. So Charybdis, who is nearby, we could speak with her, perhaps.
Lead the way, if you know where she is.
I can
try. Where is Charybdis?
Probably in the courtyard, yeah.
Yeah. Visible from your window.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? With a little breath sense, I think he would quickly find Charybdis and locate her. And he would probably send one of his retainers to go get Charybdis so they could have a private chat in the worded room.
Yeah. So Charybdis, soon after, while you're kind of repairing Leonidas, this little halfling woman kind of trots up to you. She's wearing the livery of Melvant and the jewelry denoting her as a worshiper of Sani and Moonbow. And she kind of comes up to you and goes, pardon, Lady Charybdis.
Oh, hello, little one.
My name is Karan. I am a retainer of Lord Mithrangale Harry and Michaelis. My lord and his brother, Sir Ken, unfortunately I'm not allowed to say his full name, he says I have to just call him Ken, has asked me to escort you to the meeting hall in the center of the keep, if you wouldn't mind.
Ah, the meeting hall. Okay, sure. She'll start putting away her tools. Set them aside.
Yeah, and Leo will kind of nod and go, I'm gonna go lay down. I will see you guys in a little while. And he's gonna slink off to his room in the observatory. But Karan will lead you to the meeting hall, where you see very tall tiefling man in like white and gold robes, and then Gale in kind of sitting in chairs around the large like table, the meeting table.
Hello.
Hello, acting Princess Regent Pluton. This is my brother, High Warden of Melvont, Ken. I do not believe you've met.
No.
This isn't the one that got all uppity about asking about Leonidas, is it?
No, that one is
He even did it with other nobles?
yes, yeah.
I
It's
am
not great.
so sorry, your ladyship. My brother Merritt is a fucking idiot.
Ah, yes, that's the name. Merritt.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Cryptus, please have a seat.
Of course. And she'll head over, have a seat.
so, Lady Pluton, Your Highness, I know we only recently had a peace accord, according to my younger brother, written up between the two kingdoms, yes?
I believe so, yes. Signed by myself and Scylla.
I am unfortunately in need of calling in that favor.
A favor.
I need your army.
I don't recall a favor, but I would be inclined to help. With what?
The Red Wizards of Thay have begun to invade Melvont and all of the Moonsea Isles, and it would be very bad for both our kingdom and yours to allow the undead to spread any further than they already are. I, as a necromancer, already have seen the horrors that undead can bring. Hence why I keep my necropolis as consensual to the necromantic arts as I can.
I see. Well, my people are not especially uh, practiced in fighting the undead. However, they have started in recent years getting involved in faith, and I believe that is one of the primary defenses against the undead.
Yes, from what we understand.
I can have word sent that our clergy folk and those involved in the new churches can get set up right away. We do have generals that can be involved. Although personally, I would prefer to be on in the tactical chair, so to speak. But I trust my general.
I appreciate any help you are willing to give us. What would the Golden Pearl Kingdom need in return for this favor?
Well, I think that'll probably be something that needs to be decided at a later date.
She'll nod,
Perhaps
he'll nod, and he'll...
for now,
Mhm.
Charybdis, I could pledge the aid of Melvont, mostly myself and my retainers, in the effort to save your sister.
I believe we have plans to do that ourselves, do we not?
Yes, but we could formalize it.
I suppose we could count your help as returning that favor, but that seems like something you would have been helping to do anyway.
It is, but it does seem like you would also most likely enjoy taking down some red wizards yourself. So, we were both going to do these things anyway, in all likelihood.
Sure, you are an ally, and I'm inclined to believe that we help our ally.
Precisely.
You
All
can
right,
see
I
as
can get that written up, no
that part
problem.
of the conversation continues, like the anxiety that was in Ken seems to slowly dissipate. Like he doesn't do the whole negotiation thing.
Yeah, Gail's gonna, after like chatting a little bit more about terms and like when and how and who to contact, etc., that Gail can handle later, off screen. He's gonna turn to Ken and he's gonna pat him on the shoulder a little bit.
You performed admirably for someone who does not claim to be particularly practiced in the arts of negotiation.
It's not that I didn't pay attention in school. It's just it was my worst subject. I am not great with people. I am great with corpses.
That is something that you and Charybdis have in common. I once saw her rip the face off of one with her mouth.
That must have tasted horrible.
That's true.
I am so curious.
It did. It very much tasted horrible.
And he, like, you see him take out a little notebook, and, like, it's a tiny little notebook and, like, a golf pencil. What kind of undead was it?
I believe it was a ghast or a ghoul.
And he starts writing things down. So, was it already in decomposition, or was it one of the ones that got turned into a ghast and or ghoul before decomp started?
It was one of the ones that was present in the tomb itself, so I believe it was quite old.
And he nods and he starts writing things down. He's just like, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. And he'll like flip his notebook closed. The other thing that Milvaunt, before I forget, can promise is to give all silverite equipment to your soldiers, as to better equip them against the undead.
Many of them will be very happy to use that, I believe, if silverite is what I recall.
Yeah, silverite does extra damage to the undead and protects you from necrotic damage when made into armor.
Does it fuck around with like lycanthropes and therianthropes?
No.
Okay, sick. Then yeah, excellent. That'll be
That is
of
pure
great help.
silver. Silverite is undead. Silver pure is werewolves specifically.
That'll be of great help. I'm sure our new priests will be happy to bless them and use them with great prejudice.
And he smiles and he will take a bow and he goes, thank you, dear brother. I must, however, away. Responsibilities and all that, and I do have a war to attend to.
Yes. Best of luck with that. And do, again, contact me if you do actually need anything else from me, any more of my assistance.
I definitely will. Goodbye, brother. And he will hold his hand out. His staff will appear. He will tap it twice, and the gate spell will open, and he will step through.
Gail's gonna wait until after he steps through, like wave
Yeah.
politely, and
Yeah.
then while still with his very polite diplomatic smile say,
So excessive.
And he just goes, I heard that. It's
No,
not.
you didn't.
It's just easier than using a teleportation circle. And he closes and the gate closes behind him.
Thank you for
Man's got a
entertaining that
passive
chat,
perception of
Charybdis.
19.
Show off.
Thank you, Charybdis, for entertaining that discussion.
Of course. You are a friend.
I consider you the same. And though dragging work and diplomacy and difficulties between countries can complicate things, it is nice to know that things can be very simple with you.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
We can hope.
If we get to the point where I'm able to personally help in the conflict, we'll see what I can do.
If we get to that point, I'll ensure that you get a silverite sword of your own. Or trident, perhaps.
A trident could work.
Maybe something fancier. We'll have to see.
I like a pike, personally.
Hike seems doable. Speaking of fighting things, you seem like you would have observed anything that may have gone down between Leo and Ashton.
Yes, this morning.
Yes. How did that go?
Well, they had a duel.
A duel. Okay, great.
It went interestingly.
Uh-huh.
Your retainer Leo, he seems like a quite skilled fighter.
Yes, he is. Are either of them... Are they okay? Are they alive?
we patched them up. They'll be all right, and I'm sure that they'll
Great,
be
okay.
resting in due time, whether they like it or not.
Excellent. Okay, all right. Just making sure. Thank you.
Of course.
That does take a weight off my mind.
If Leo ever falls into disrepair, disrepair, I have quite a few tools that I can use.
Well, he is capable of maintaining most of his own processes, but I've also been reading a lot of books about constructs and their how they're made and how they can be fixed with magic, and mending has proven effective.
Kriv just leans in, like a sparkle in her eyes, like you've been reading up on constructs after.
Yes. Since we are engaged, I thought it suitable that I learn how to protect and maintain and keep him.
I dare say it's an interest of mine as well.
Huh.
If you wish to compare notes, I have taken quite a few, at least of my ballista and of Guppy.
Yes, that
And now
blister
I
of
have
yours is
some.
fascinating.
Now I have some of Leo as well.
Huh. I do believe I would like to see those. In 2 hours, I have to finish the thing first. But yes, notes later. You and me?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
We can compare notes, especially like on the road.
That seems much more suitable. Yes, we will be quite bored without anything else to talk about.
Of course. Until then,
Until then,
she'll get up and head on out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is at about that point that you know it is that time of the day where you guys had basically been told by Lady Neverember, hey, you probably should leave by this point if you want to get to Phandalin in any good time period without, being outside super long. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that you guys had made a meeting time to meet up to get ready to leave.
Yeah, in 2 hours.
So it's about 2 hours later when all of you kind of come to the courtyard, the whole party, and are readying yourselves to leave. Ashton, you were able to get the euros for the party and the party's retainers. Lorraine, did you need to do anything before you leave?
I don't think so, but probably just packing and then also helping people load their luggages into whatever like carriage we got.
It's a massive fucking cart.
Yeah,
Uh,
just like basically hauling everything into
Yeah.
the cart.
Thankfully, Emery bought a massive fucking cart. And so, you guys are able to pack everything into the cart and get everything ready to kind of go. And yeah, so you guys get on the road, and here's how this is gonna go. First, we're gonna put you on the main map screen.
It's the world.
It is the world. I have placed it's the entirety of the Sword Coast. Thank you, Charybdis, for making yourself the party token. Technically, you would
Of course.
be here.
Ah,
So,
excellent.
1 hex is 1 day of travel. So I need you guys to roll me a D100 for travel.
Can I?
Yes.
Go for it.
Yay!
I
3.
presume we should probably go the Neverwinter route, or should we go this way?
I mean, you could go through the Neverwinter Wood. It's up to you.
The high road is probably safest.
Yeah, the high road is safer.
Oh yes, because I forgot we are trying to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you rolled a 3.
Yeah,
The D100 is for weather effects.
Great.
As you guys begin your journey, it is a deluge. It is raining so fucking hard. And over the roof of this canvas covered wagon is the hard beat of rain over this, and the ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk of the wooden wheels over the now muddy road. I need someone to roll me a d12, please.
I'd like to do the D12 if that's all right.
He is someone other than me.
Don't worry.
Also, Courageous is loving the weather.
Don't
Also a
worry.
three.
I know how it feels. I have been there. At least we didn't run into a Rakshasa and nearly run it over.
Yep.
True.
Yep. No, not yet. Anyway. So
Oh god.
upon you guys are traveling. It's about I'm gonna say like not a little after midday. Traveling on the side of the road, adjacent from you, is another like wagon. On this wagon is a small goblin man with a long black tunic, with what appears to be an illustration of a man wearing way too tight pants.
Is it David Bowie?
It is in fact David Bowie.
I had a fucking feeling.
He's not a god here, but he is a planeswalker. So
Okay.
Trog is who you are riding adjacent from. That is what you got the random encounter of. And he kind of
Mysterious goblin.
rides next to you on like your passenger, like your ships in the night, 2 ships in the night. He like gives a gentle wave, and will kind of looking into your cart, kind of like you know how you look at it, like how some people look at a like a car accident, like they like just like craning the head back.
Rubbernecking.
Yeah, he sees a wizard in the thing, and he just hucks a scroll at you.
Me?
Yes, at you. You may
Do I
roll
catch?
you may roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you catch the scroll.
Okay. Can I help myself with magic?
Yeah, sure. How do you help yourself with magic?
Gust.
Okay, yeah.
Little gust of wind.
Yeah, you bring
To
it to
blow
you with a
more
little gust of
towards me.
wind.
Oh, hey, we both have gust of wind.
Yeah.
What
So
languages
that's a 9.
does Gale speak?
Anyway.
Yeah, it's not a hard DC. He chucked it pretty fucking hard.
Okay, good. Good. Okay. Common, Draconic, Infernal, and Celestial. I should have added that.
You do not speak the language that is on this scroll.
Is it written in Trident or Undercommon?
Nope.
Do I recognize it? Like, based on the
I
characters
do
used?
speak a lot of languages. I can try and put my hand at it.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Elvish, Infernal, Abyssal, and Primordial.
No, none of those.
Hey, Ashton,
Yeah.
come check a look at this.
Ashton only speaks Common and Celestial.
None of
Oh,
you
okay.
speak Goblin, which is what
No,
this
this is
is
fine.
in.
Well, I'll just sit the cabin of the caravan for 10 minutes, and cast comprehend language so I can tell what this is.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking advertisement or some shit.
I hope it is. Because this
Pop-up
guy
ad.
has the best wares.
Buy
They're
mind
all-
goblins for half off. Summer sale.
This is a character that is reoccurring in all of my games. He is an
I-
interdimensional
I-
traveler, and Trog is he's a salesman of sorts. He's in sales.
Cool. So is this just a pamphlet or a flyer?
So what it says in Goblin is as you unscroll the scroll, it's a single line, and it says, "Sing me."
Sing me?
As you say that, does Gale say that in character?
Sure.
Hold on. Sing me?
And underneath another line appears, "You remind me of the babe."
What? Okay, so every time I say a phrase aloud, it continues.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Everyone, ignore what I'm about to say for the next 10 minutes.
They can't
Stares
understand you. You're
intently.
speaking in Goblin.
Stares intently at your goblinese.
Yeah. He's gonna keep reading it in Goblin.
Yeah. So as you say the phrase, please continue, and I will continue this song.
Okay, do you want me to just pull up the lyrics?
Oh no, I'm gonna give you the lyrics.
Great. Cool. I love this.
You remind me of the babe.
What, babe?
Babe, does it mean
I think it cut
baby?
out.
It says what, babe? It goes what, babe, and then a line appears beneath it that says the babe with the power, and it's in two different like colored fonts. So like one is one that obviously you're supposed to read, and the other one uses magic mouth to read the other line.
Gale is confused. He's trying to analyze this to figure out what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Roll detect magic. You could use detect magic. That tells you the
No.
type of magic.
Well, I mean, sure, I guess.
It's the magic of Bowie.
He just like this
It's
is
dance
like a
magic.
weird goblin poem or
Yeah,
something.
Absolutely, it's a weird goblin poem.
Yeah, so I think while he's reading it aloud, he's also pulled up his book on the side where he's writing so much
He's studying
notes
this.
on. Yeah, he's trying to figure out what the.
You could also
this
roll
is.
Arcana.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. 16.
So you get a school of magic from that much Arcana
Mhm.
and a level of spell. This is a 9th level conjuration spell.
9th level conjuration spell.
That is attached to this scroll.
Great, cool. Do I have an inkling as to what spells that might possibly work towards? Because there are not very many 9th level conjuration spells. There are 4.
Okay, and what are they?
Blade of Disaster, Storm of Vengeance, Gate, and Wish.
Probably not the two really destructive ones, you'd think.
They're all very destructive, Belle.
Gate's not super destructive. And neither is Wish in the right hands.
Yeah,
the
Wish
right
is just very friendly.
But do you think I would
Nothing
give you a
bad.
Wish spell this early on?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Fucking Crow, yes.
Hey, listen. Technically, Trog is a granter of wishes.
That is true. Trog is a granter of wishes. So here's what I'll say. If Gale does not want to read the spell aloud in the cart while everyone is present, he can wait and do it later.
Yeah, he gets about like maybe halfway through, realizes what spells this could be, and then stops.
Okay.
And he takes a lot more notes on it, and then he tucks it away into his pouch of holding.
He puts it into a pouch of holding, you say?
Unless he doesn't.
No, I need to know, does he?
Does it have any aura of magic about it that would indicate... Actually, no, wait. 9th level spell? No, never mind. No. If it's... No. Something that magical, best to avoid any interactions.
That is a really quick way to make a black hole.
Yeah. So, he's gonna tuck it down the front of his shirt.
I mean, he does have like a regular adventuring bag. You can just stick it in Leo's
He does.
bag.
No. He's gonna keep it real close.
Okay. So yeah, the night comes, and you guys, slowly are able to pull in and make camp for the night. We pan in this evening. on the campsite of the party of the Heroes of Neverwinter. The camp has been set up by your retainers, and Gale, your side of the camp has been, and you guys are able to set up your camp very nicely in the in this little area, and gotta make Karan appropriately sized because she's small, and then grab Goop and then save settings. Now you can kind of control her. And yeah, so you guys are kind of gathered in camp. And it's been a solid day of travel. It's still pouring rain. Is there anything what are each of you doing? Let's talk about that first and foremost. I'm going to give each of you kind of a list of things you can do for setting your camp. And depending on how what you do at the end of that like setup session, I'm gonna have each of you roll one of the skills to help you with it, and that will depend on how safe your camp is.
I also have a spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Alarm.
Okay, that's a really good idea. That's a fantastic idea.
It is basically only large enough to cast on my tent.
Yeah. The other thing, the other big thing about this is it's not just whether you're safe from other people; it's whether you're safe from the elements.
Yeah, that too.
Weather is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, no, alarm is a very good idea to have, especially if you're, say, potentially casting a 9th level conjuration spell in the middle of the night.
Actually, I think he's gonna write a letter about that, and he's gonna put it in the pocket of one of his robes.
Okay. Shoot me a DM as to whom you're sending that to, because you have 8 fucking people you could send it to.
Yeah, probably just like the main one, you know.
Okay. Before we kind of resolve that, I'm gonna have everybody kind of go in order of the table, and I'm gonna ask you what you're doing to help set camp. So, Charybdis.
You said you were going to give us a list and then didn't.
So, that's what's about to happen.
Oh, I understand. My bad.
So, you have a couple of things you can do. You could hunt for food. You could help set the fire. You can help set the tents. You can scout around the area. And then you could, or you could just, like, keep watch, essentially. So, which of these would you like to do?
Is there any chance she can use investigation to hunt?
Yes.
Or is that more of a survival thing?
I was going to say survival, but you you are a were-shark, so I will give you investigation.
She is very much not a wilderness person, but she is, however, good at finding things.
Yeah, exactly. You are a shark, and can smell blood when it is,
True.
If a large
She
animal
has
is
advantage
harmed,
on any check that's like about scent and stuff.
Yeah, so you could use survival.
Well, perception anyway.
You could use survival or perception through your senses as a were-shark to find, oh, there's an injured animal over here. I can hunt that.
Hell yeah. She'd also be setting up her force ballista on top of her tent.
Okay.
Just as a quick little turret to make sure her shit stays safe while she goes out.
Okay.
So am I doing investigation or
perception at advantage?
Okay. Hell yeah. Did it roll automatically? Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's supposed to prompt me, but it didn't. There we go.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, you're able to forage for enough supplies that everybody gets to eat a really good meal tonight. Should the person cooking it be good at it. Up next.
How does one cook?
That's gonna be a skill. That's gonna be a performance check. Which is going to be a thing that one of the other players can do. Rika. So, Jess, what do you think Rika does to help set camp?
Can you give me the list again?
So hunting is off the table because Charybdis already did it. There is setting the tents up. There's securing the area. There's setting up the fire. There's cooking. You could gather like apples because you're in a massive forest full of them. To kind of help with dinner. Other than that, you could keep watch.
Securing the area.
Okay. So what I'm gonna need you to do is roll survival for me, and see if there are any enemies or potentially dangerous monsters around the perimeter of your camp. Yeah,
17.
no, it's a relatively safe night. There are like a couple of wolves kind of kind of very like slowly creeping up, but they're not like trying to attack you. They're curious, and you're able to shoo them off. Giant fucking bird, what they appears to them to be a bird with an axe. No, thank you.
It's like they see a person at first, ooh, person, and then it's the wings go
Yeah,
out.
and they're just
Ooh.
like, no. Okay. Up next, Gale. What do we think Gale is doing to help set camp? Gale can
he's
also
probably
ask your retainers to do things as well.
yeah, he's probably going to gently encourage Leo if he wants to maybe cook the food while Gale starts the fire, because start fire easy magic. Cook food hard bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Leo can roll, if you would like to roll a performance check for Leo and an arcana
Mhm.
check for Gale.
Cool. 17 from Leo and 13 from Gale.
Yeah, it takes you a minute, surprisingly, even with magic, to start this fire, but you get it.
Yeah.
And Leo cooks a very wonderful meal with the venison and apples and berries and things that you guys were able to like collect. He, with the hunting and gathering, Charybdis, you're also able to get like some saffron and and stuff to put on the venison.
Hell yeah. I caught a deer, and I also caught some herbs.
Yeah. Up next is Eldritch. What do you think Lorraine is doing to help with the setting camp?
Well, since fire has been taken, she's probably just keeping watch around the perimeter.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll perception.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming perception is not interchangeable with investigation in this case, right?
No.
Yeah, I thought so. Just making sure. But not the +2. That's from something else.
Yeah. So the 9. You don't see anything. Your watch goes
It's
by
nothing.
peacefully. And then Ashton, buddy, there's only really one thing that nobody else has done, and that's
The tent.
pitch tents.
Yeah, Ashton is gonna pitch the tents. I was about to say, has nobody decided to set up a tent yet?
Yeah.
Listen, it's fine. Would you rather have a tent or not be beset by wild animals?
So Ashton, that's gonna be athletics.
Oh no.
Yeah. You say that. You say that, Eldritch, having failed your check. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's exactly why I said it.
Ashton, you 100% are able to fix up everybody's tent. You're able to get it, everything kind of fixed up, and get near everything perfect. Leo will kind of come over and go, "Hey, can I sit in my bag next to yours?" Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you're muted.
Whose was that towards?
Ashton.
Ah,
Sorry, I had to deal with something. What's going on?
Basically, Leo came up to you after you perfectly pitched the tents and was like, "Hey, can I set my bag next to yours?"
Oh yeah, of course. I will make sure nothing happens to it.
Fantastic. I need everybody to roll me perception checks.
I have alarm.
Uh huh.
is it
That
smell or
helps.
sound based?
It is feel based.
Okay,
So
well,
not sight based.
No.
Sick.
Fun.
I get advantage because I don't
Does-
have to use my eyeballs.
Okay.
oh god.
Do my retainers also get to roll? Although some of these
yes,
are pretty good.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. That one.
I
That
can
one.
see
Leo.
for miles and miles and
Okay.
miles.
I did not realize that this particular monster was not in the player's handbook, so I'm gonna have to make a token really quickly.
And
See.
Rand's advantage toggle is now available instead of just auto rolling advantage.
Phenomenal. Thank you. Give me 2 seconds. My bad, y'all. Thank you all for your patience and belief in me. As I get this boulet set up.
25 from Ashton, 18 from Lorraine. Gonna have to get used to spelling that.
Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and upload the thing. But yeah, no, anyone above, oh my god, that fucking nat 20 perception. Anyone
That's
who
from
got
Leo.
above a 16, you are
Most
able
of us.
to, yes, you're able to kind of feel what's coming. And you feel a rumbling in the ground as a monster bursts from under the ground. Hi, it's a boulet.
Oh.
Question.
Yes.
Boule boule.
Would I be able to summon my packed weapon before this?
I mean, yeah.
Like, from the feeling.
Did you succeed your check?
I rolled an 18?
Then yeah. Absolutely.
Because usually it takes an action and I don't want to waste that action.
Okay, so let me give the boulet its stats really quickly.
Love billets. That's so cute.
And then it has, there we go, a root 17 for armor class. Cool. All right, yeah, you guys see a boulet burst out of the ground at the edge of your camp. You're able to, and yes, Lorraine, you are able to summon your packed weapon. If you guys would like, you may roll. You may roll initiative, unless you are going to try and shoo it off, because it is a wild animal. Like, it's a big wild animal, but it's a wild animal.
Can I do an intimidation? Actually,
Yeah, absolutely.
does it
It's
know-
just a big fucking animal.
does it know Draconic by chance?
Let me check. Roll survival to see if you know,
Yeah, shit.
or animal handling.
She's
I've
not
got
good.
a thing,
I did
possibly.
16.
You would know that boulets don't speak languages. They are not creatures that are capable of doing so.
Okay. Then in favor of... Mm-hmm.
No, you can go. I just had a quick
Well-
question. Would you say that would anyone say that a incredibly loud sound would possibly scare it off?
Do we know
I'm
anything about the
asking.
You
creature?
can certainly try.
Because I can if I wanted to.
So what would need to happen, to know about the creature, kind of like Charybdis did, you would need to roll a survival check or an animal handling check.
Would my 16 be able to inform this question?
Yeah,
Because that could probably
absolutely.
help.
What would you like to know about the creature?
Is it scared of loud noises?
Boulay normally live underground, usually in the Underdark. Typically, they are not super averse to loud noises. They are afraid of things like dragons. They are afraid of things like Duragar. Scare the shit out of Boulay, but mostly because they are hunted by Duragar. It's like a natural predator type deal. They are drawn to light.
Ooh. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I think Charybdis will share all of this information, and if you'd like to try anything out, you absolutely can.
That does make me want to do something that's kind of mean to it if it fails.
Okay.
Well, would you rather I just try to intimidate it? Because I could.
No,
do that
I mean,
as well.
I since we're gonna have probably a long rest anyway, I do want to try just for the hell of it. I would like to try and blind it.
Blindness, deafness. Okay. DC 13.
Con save.
Con save. Give me 2 seconds to see what its con. Okay. You picked its best save.
Yeah, I know. It's just a fun thing. It could be funny if it happened.
It's a natural 1, total 8.
Oh my god.
It is blind and
It is
deaf.
blind for a minute.
It is blind and deaf.
It's just blind. It's not deafened because it's either
Okay.
or. It is blind for a whole minute.
Okay. This creature that hunts by sound is now blind.
But it is attracted to light, so this is probably distressing to it.
No. It's normally in the dark. It doesn't have dark vision.
So, essentially, Charybdis just gets up, does like that over 20s get up, like, and then she's going to use the blood curse of the anxious to give herself advantage on this intimidation check against this bullet.
Okay.
And she's going to make a very were shark type growl at it. And I'm not quite sure what that would sound like.
I don't either, but it has
By
no
chance sound like a deeper version of Jeff the Land Shark?
I mean, sure.
Roll an intimidation check, DC 16.
This will be at advantage from Blood Curse of the Anxious. Ah, man.
You do have an inspiration.
I suppose. Would the inspiration mean I roll one more time or twice?
Twice. You would roll at advantage again.
Okay. Let's do it again. Sure.
There we go.
It
22.
You hear it like whimper and then burrows straight into the ground.
Good.
It ran away. It is now blind and running away.
She sits back down.
How long does the blindness last?
1 minute.
Oh, so it'll be fine in a bit.
In a bit.
Yeah, it'll be fine eventually.
I'm
It would have been fucking hilarious if it was permanent, but no.
See, you have no idea how much I wanted to have Ashton try and get another pet.
I would not have let you have a pet Boulay.
I know.
That is not gonna happen.
Ashton gets eaten trying to tame it.
So funny, just he doesn't know what animals to be afraid of. So he saw the Bule and he was like, "Ah, yes, that
if
is
not
a
friend,
big
why
mole.
friend shaped?
If not friend, why friend shaped?"
Did it come to it? I was gonna have Gale try and polymorph it.
Oh my god. Polymorph and just drop it back down the hole it came from.
Yeah.
Listen, better than me, who was just gonna split the damn thing in half.
That would have made a really sick suit of scale armor.
True.
And a
But I
pretty
wanted-
good breakfast.
But I wanted to wait for everyone else to try non-lethal options first.
Phenomenal. But yeah, if you guys want, you can, I'll kind of give you guys the floor to just kind of have your characters get to know each other, because you haven't really spent any time with each other.
This is our get along shirt, except it's camp.
It is. This is
It's like
in
Get
fact
Along
the
Camp.
Get Along Camp.
Cool. Yeah. So we set this thing running.
Yeah, essentially. It ran
I
away.
think-
There's a big fucking hole in the center of your camp now.
I think Rika would just walk over and start fucking trying to kick some dirt into it.
As you kick the dirt in, you notice that that hole is deep.
Well, shit. Is there any like dead wood or something that's big enough to like that I can just put over this so
Cover
no one
it,
falls
yeah.
in?
You could probably
Yeah,
put like wood over it to cover it.
Seeing Rika's attempt to do this, Gail's gonna come over and cast a spell.
Okay.
Okay.
What spell?
Fabricate.
Hell yeah.
Is he doing this after the failed attempt, or is he gonna make it look like she did this?
He's gonna see Rika's attempt and then come up and just ask her politely, like,
Would you like assistance?
I mean, sure, I was just gonna throw some wood over the hole. So
That's a great start. I can just make it a bit sturdier.
Hey Gail, roll investigation on the hole.
okay,
Before
great.
because you're gonna be up close and personal with it anyway.
I will be.
oh, Gail's
Uh,
up close and personal with the hole.
Yeah. Shut up.
That hole goes all the way down, from what you can tell, right? Kind of gauging, because you've had to study magical places in the world. That hole probably goes all the way down to the fucking Underdark.
Great. Yeah. Okay, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna take all the wood Rika's collected and just basically create a giant cork in the ground.
Phenomenal. Fantastic idea. This will also subsequently plant a tree. Because if you put wood in the ground, it will root out.
Great. You know what? Perfect.
But yeah, congratulations. You were able to stop a boulet. You're able to kind of to plug the hole in the ground. And yeah, if you guys would like, you may sit around the fire and talk to each other.
Hey, quick poll. Y'all want beer or wine? I can make much more beer than I can for wine. However, it's still a gallon of wine, so.
I'll take some beer.
Alright, cool. And she'll set out her alchemy jug, which can produce 4 gallons of beer tonight.
Fuck yeah.
I want to look closely at that thing.
At the
It's
Magic.
jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wondrous item. She made it herself. The carvings on it are of cool fish creatures that she has seen. It's essentially just a large, it looks to be a 2-gallon jug with various corks sticking out of the side and the top. They all indicate different types of liquid that can be produced, including acid, honey, mayonnaise, beer,
Yeah.
wine, things like that.
Yeah, it can make some mayo. It can make some mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Specifically,
Fascinating. Did you
Duke's
make this
brand
yourself?
mayonnaise.
I can make 2 gallons of mayonnaise in a night if I wanted to. I'm not going to, because fuck that, but I could.
Why did you choose to have it make 2 gallons of mayonnaise?
Oh, I didn't really choose the mayonnaise. That's just kind of a byproduct of this specific invention. I don't even think I'm the one that made this type of item exist.
No,
I just
I have
studied
seen
it.
alchemy
and-
jugs before.
I was
So
gonna
yes,
say, like, I just studied it and reproduced it as one of my own.
that is fascinating. A master study then.
Well, thank you.
It's a term in art when one studies the work of masters and then replicates it.
Ah, sure.
It basically just means it was for practice.
Yes.
It's very well done, though.
I appreciate your
Get
compliment.
close to here, idiot. Hot. It's a hot.
Yeah, we've got 4 gallons of beer to get through, so start drinking, folks.
Oh dear. I believe I shall abstain.
Yeah, it's quite all right.
It's
I could have
fine.
done water if I wanted to be nice, and honestly, quite a lot of it. But figure since it's our first night out, we might as well have fun.
I
Yeah.
can also, and you see Leo kind of holding a secondary pot, and he goes, "I've also been working on apple cider. If anyone would like some."
I absolutely would.
That sounds lovely.
I think between just drinking beer and shooting shit, Rika's also like for what she can, just like going over her feathers and making sure none of them are fucked
Out
up.
of place.
Yeah. For what she can, Rach. Anyway.
Damn. He's got some shit to say.
He's singing the song
Yeah.
of his people.
He says no.
It's just the camp dog, guys. I'm so sorry.
It is.
You're
It
having
is
dinner
the cat
without
dog.
me.
Hold on. Camp
Just
dog.
Cinder. There we go.
Camp dog.
I do have a spell, Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound, but I did already cast that level of spell today.
Yep.
Fabricating.
We have
Maybe
our
I'll
own
do
dog.
that
It's
next time.
Yeah, it's
fine.
okay. You do have Cinder.
We do.
But yeah, so you guys are able to kind of sit around the fire and talk, and get your grub on, and rest and things of that nature. Do you guys want to? So here's my question.
I'm here.
It is much earlier than we normally do. But how do you guys want to continue playing from here, or would you like to end session here?
Well, we do have at least one thing to resolve, unless you
Yes.
want to do that later.
Remind me.
Drog.
Gail sent a little note to a specific someone.
Oh yes. So
Mhm.
Gail, as you're
Uh-huh.
kind of laying down for bed for the evening, you get
Oh, great.
a reply.
Oh, awesome.
When you open the scroll of reply, it is another magic mouth scroll.
Oh, great.
And
Great.
Mordenkainen responds with, where did you find that? Where did you find that little shitlord of a goblin? You bring him to me or his head. He's very angry, and he goes, but the spell just casts gate. It's a gate spell that goes directly into his shop.
Okay.
He owes me 20 gold, Gale.
Damn,
I don't-
steep fucking bets over there.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think Magic Mouth works both ways, so he just waited for a while to say that.
Yeah,
Mulling,
exactly.
stewing.
That's exactly what it was. The last thing it says, like, Gale probably going to wrap it up, and it goes, he owes me 20 gold, Gale.
My God, I think. God, how much do I care about making this guy not pissed off at this random bitch? I don't know.
That's a good question. You don't know much about Mordenkainen. He was just a nerd that
Do they even recognize his voice?
probably not.
Yeah. So Gail just got yelled at by some rando about the goblin earlier, or someone earlier. I don't know.
He
I
did
think
say that
so-
shitlord of a goblin.
Yeah.
Those were his exact words.
You just get Rika looking over at you. I think just a little bit, a little.
Concerned.
She's been drinking beer all night, but also is concerned because someone's yelling at you. You just like see her go to grab her axe.
His expression is amused and sheepish, so he's not like in peril or freaking out. If that helps.
She approaches you.
Nothing to worry about. Just a missive of sorts.
From who?
Sort of correspondence that I've been maintaining with the mage from the city.
Huh. And they just happened to send you a thing where they yelled at you?
Oh yes, he seemed very upset that the goblin we encountered earlier ran off. Apparently, they have a past history of sorts.
Okay. Should go back and sit down.
Okay.
All right.
Slightly inebriated Rika. All right.
All right.
He's
She's-
gonna grab her hand real quick before she
Yeah.
goes and give a little smooch. You know?
I think she's already glowing a little bit just because, like, drunk. When she blushes and it's like kind of like squints at you.
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
Yeah, yeah. What's it to you? She says affectionately.
What it is to me is adorable.
She headbutts you.
For real?
Yeah. It's not
Full
hard.
strength.
It's not hard or anything. She makes you bend. So it looks like she makes motions for you to bend down so you can be closer to her face.
What she does.
And she just headbutts him. Not
Hell
hard
yeah.
not hard enough to hurt, just enough to knock him back a little.
Ow.
She
And he's
starts.
just rubbing at the spot.
She just giggles, a little bit inebriatedly.
All right. Go. How about you sit back down for a moment and drink some water?
I am fine. I can stand up and I can do whatever I want.
Yes, you walked in a very straight line over here.
I can walk in several straight lines. I can walk in so many straight lines.
Definitely, yes.
So many straight lines.
Look over at Cinder. You got me right, buddy. You got me right, bud.
Runs over.
Yeah, he's got me.
Tail wagging very excitedly.
Charybdis,
Do you
Yeah.
think?
please
Do you
take
think-
responsibility for what has been
Do you
wrought
think-
upon my fiance.
Do you think Cinder
No.
would lie to you that I can walk a straight line? I can walk.
What's
a straight
happened?
Cinder looks up at you and tilts her head, as if to go, "You can walk a straight line?"
Line.
She's a
Yeah,
bit inebriated. Would you walk her back so she can sit?
I think Rika just bends down and puts Cinder's little face in her hand. Come on, don't blow this for me. I can walk a straight line. I can do it.
You know that shake where the dogs will do to shake things off of their ears? Kind of looks like they're saying no.
Yeah.
The sound, the one where
Immediate.
Stella does, and you can hear her ears slapping her face.
Yes, that one. Immediate. As soon as you say that.
No, you're being mean to me. Why are you so mean to me? I love you.
She looks up
Why
at
are you
you.
so mean to me?
She looks up at you, does a circle, and then looks back up at you and sits down.
Mm.
Kale's gonna speak to her in Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak whatever language you're trying to tell
I
I
me.
can
think
translate.
Oh, no, she's drunk. She needs to go sit down.
I think
Yes.
Charybdis is gonna go cut a haunch of venison for Rika. Come sit, come eat.
I
Your
hate that
dog
Your girl.
agrees.
Your girl.
got the initial reaction of just perked up. Hello? Hello? Food for me. She's not sitting down. She's walking. She's just staring.
Just set out a
Yes,
plate for you.
Kale gives a silent thanks to Charybdis.
Yeah, Charybdis will just smile and hand off the food.
I think she'll take it, and she'll walk up to it's she's gonna tell you a secret, and she's gonna point it. She points at Gale. I'm gonna marry that guy's. Gonna marry me. He said he wants to marry me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really romantic.
He gave me that, and she'll spin her coat around her cloak.
Whirling.
Okay, gave me this.
I'm glad that he is inclined towards the romantic. Kelvin is the opposite.
Rude.
Erika just tilts her head at you.
Don't even worry about it. Here, have some food.
What from two very strong girls one kipple making it sit the fuck down. She'll sit down. Finally, to Gale's ease.
Yay.
Cryptus will also have a seat and start eating.
As you guys are all eating, Leo will kind of sit down next to Lorraine and kind of look over and go, "It's a nice setup you got. You I don't know if you are you a person under there? Or are you like more like me?"
He failed the check.
He's not the most perceptive.
No, he's
Is
not.
that? Can I hear him ask this?
You're too drunk to register this.
Okay. Rika just keeps talking very loudly about how Gale is gonna be her husband. That's all she's talking about, besides between mouthfuls of food. Continue, sorry.
Yeah, Lorraine probably just like raises a hand and sort of the armor sort of peels back to show the like actual human hand underneath. And then
He
covers
just-
up
He
again.
nods and just kind of goes, "Shit." You have no idea how many times I've made that mistake trying to find other sentient warforged. It's not often that we see each other in the wild, so I wanted to see.
Yeah, and she sort of nods and says, "It's quite alright, kid."
He like raises an eyebrow and looks you up and down and goes, "And how old are you?"
Well, over 100, so
Oh
I'm pretty dreadful
nope,
here.
yep, nope, you're fine. Totally understandable. Leo says in his late 20s.
Late 20s, I'm not a
No.
kid.
Hold on. He is 23.
Yeah, or mid.
Not even late
Sorry,
20s.
mid 20s.
Not even.
The 23 in my
Early.
opinion is the beginning of your mid 20s, and it goes to
Uh.
25, and then
Sure.
26 and after is your late 20s.
Damn.
And he just kind of goes, nope, fair. I've just had people call me kid when they were only a couple years older than me, and I'm not super comfortable about it. But yeah, you're near a century older than me. It's fine. But it is really nice armor.
Yeah, Lorraine sort of like looks over her own arms at the armor, and there's like a soft sigh that you can hear through the visor. Yeah, it helps.
And he kind of looks down at his and goes, "Yeah, mine too." He'll gesture over to Gale and he goes, "That doofus bought it for me."
Oh yeah, Gail's walking around now.
Rika's watching you like a hawk. Staring.
Orbiting.
Fine, he'll stay within line of sight. Just plop down next to Ashton after he realizes that Marika's staring at him.
But yeah, Lorraine nods, and there is, although he can't see, there was a smile under the visor. It's good. I'm glad you have someone who cares about you like that.
What about you? You got anybody?
There is just a long pause, and she just shakes her head. Not anymore.
Well, I'm assuming you're one of the longer lived races. It's never too late to find love again, and or, family, platonic relations, that kind of thing. Not the greatest with this because mine was unrequited for decades. But it's never too late.
Yeah, you're right.
I gotta believe the G's. The G.
And he kind of pats your leg and goes, "Have you eaten yet?"
I'll be eating in my tent later.
Okay, well, it's gonna get cold, so you need to get some food.
I can eat gold.
All right, fine. And he'll get up and they'll slap your thigh like Midwestern goodbye style. He'll come over
Well.
here and plop next to Gale and go, well, that one's interesting.
Yes. We're all just pretending that it's very normal to not eat and be in your armor all the time, and then
Hey,
secret.
listen.
It's fine.
Listen, I used to do the same thing.
Exactly. I'm saying this pointedly.
I don't judge, I don't ask, and I don't think Audette would be shitty like Merritt was. So
We don't judge.
Most likely not. Probably not something to be concerned with. I don't know. What's your take, Ashton, on the new individual?
I think they are interesting. They definitely have a lot of a personal story to
Get away from the
tell,
hole, get away from the hole, get away from the hole, sorry.
but at the same time, I also believe I believe they might not be, not to say they are being dishonest with us. I think they are a little closed off, maybe due to years of solitude. They need
Yes.
therapy. I recommend courting therapy. It's very good. Great
I
for
recommend
clearing the mind.
therapy.
Specifically courting therapy, aka
Beating
talking
shit
about
out.
your problems whilst beating the shit out of people as they beat the shit out of you.
Amazing. I love it.
That is a suggestion that one could make.
I recommend courting therapy for everyone here, especially me, mostly because I just enjoy it.
Yes, yes.
Everyone needs therapy, even Cinder.
Maybe not Cinder, because I don't think anyone who could provide courting therapy could bring themselves to punch such an adorable face.
listen,
Unless
Cinder
it's
would,
another sentient dog.
Cinder would also tear you the fuck up.
Yeah,
The breath weapon of a full-grown hellhound, which is what Cinder is, and especially one that can teleport. Cinder's a
Terrifying.
menace.
Cinder is a terrifying baby.
Cinder also needs doggy therapy because she was locked in a cell for a long time.
That is very
Oh, poor
true.
baby. Gail could do talk therapy with Cinder.
Yep.
No, all right. When Gail's done spitting on his drink, he's gonna turn to Crow and pat him on the shoulder for a second and just go,
You know, I think that's an excellent idea. Why don't you go over there and propose that to them? I think that would be fascinating.
Oh god.
Rika's sitting on
Should
the
I have
cork
a
now,
couple
by the way.
drinks first? What do you think the over-under of them reflexively trying to knock me out in one hit is?
Why don't you try asking first?
What? Eh? At the same time, however, I would like have a little bit of a drink, mostly because
Liquid courage.
I actually haven't had any of the cider yet.
Of course,
And
I'm not
he's,
telling you to rush by any means.
No, he's looking at Leonidas with like puppy dog eyes.
Leonidas just gestures to the jug and goes, "It's right there. Help yourself, man."
Thank you, my friend. And he will get himself a glass of cider before making his way over to
Uh,
the group calls her
Lorraine.
Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith.
Lilith.
Leo will kind of lean over and go, "Hey, I think that one's single, by the way."
This should be interesting.
Is he saying that to Gale or to Ashton?
To Ashton. As you pass.
Go get her.
Go get the
Well-
middle-aged woman.
Yeah,
Hold
and then
on.
Gail's gonna go and try and pull Rika off the cork.
No. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Try.
He's going to gently ply her into getting off
Mm.
the cork.
Mm,
Oh
I'm
god.
not convinced.
Curb just comes
look.
over and shoves you.
Make an
Ew.
athletics check.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Both of you
Damn.
contested.
Damn, what the fuck? This is sick and twisted.
I'll just do a regular one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Corinne just
Look.
knocks you the fuck off the cork.
Rika slays on the ground. Yamcha pose. Rika.
Great. Okay. Tensor's floating disc. He's gonna just carry her over to her tent.
No.
So
No.
panning over to Ashton and Lorraine. How's that? How do you approach, Ashton?
Ashton he cuts through most of the dialogue most people would try and use as a preamble to this, and not even a hi, not how are you doing, not lovely weather tonight, just hello. Would you by chance be interested in some Gordian therapy?
Oh my god. There is
He's
a
direct.
there
Let it
is a
not be
long
said.
pause of, of like contemplation, and then Lorraine sort of turns her head. What the hell is that?
If you'd
What's the
like,
difference?
you can roll religion. To
I
see if you just
personally like
know.
the idea that she just doesn't know because she's been
Phenomenal.
more into fiendish things than she has been divine things.
Phenomenal. Yeah, Ashton, please continue.
Okay. So the player, need a quick recap.
So what
Because
Gordian
I am
therapy
not-
is intense 3 hours of meditation every morning, fighting until you can't stand till about 7 in the evening, and then 4 hours of meditation and then bed.
That's incredibly funny. And now that I've leveled off and I'm able to breathe again. So effectively, Gordian therapy is 4 hours of meditation. After that, you get into a fist fight until you physically cannot stand anymore. For some people, even further than that. And after that, a bit more meditation and bed.
There's another long pause of contemplation, and she turns. Sounds pretty good, actually. You got time?
Ashton has a bright smile on his face. Of course I have the time. I take it you are interested?
Yeah, at least for a day. Let's see how this works.
And if it does not work out for you, at the very least you can say that you gave it a shot. And also you got to say that you got into good fist fight with me. And he is sliding his silver knuckle dusters off and putting them in his pocket.
There's a
Yeah.
small crack of thunder, and you get the feeling the Stormlord does not approve. Going easy, going easy is
wait,
not
this-
part of your religion.
He pulls the silver
Does-
knuckle dusters off and slides them back on. You can make it
Louder
Wait,
crack of
does-
thunder.
Does Lorraine see him taking the knuckle dusters off?
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
much so. They are polished silver.
Yeah, she immediately like grabs his wrist like, I'm gonna be wearing my armor. Don't take those off. Are you kidding me?
That is a very good point. I will make sure to keep them on then. And he clinks them together.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
you,
and
Lorraine, as you stop him, there's a much louder crack of thunder. The Stormlord approves.
you know what else the Stormlord will probably approve of?
Uh-huh.
Lauren sort of like clinks her own gauntlets together, and the funny thing is, her gauntlets do thunder damage.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. Yeah, the deluge of like rainfall begins to fall harder along your camp. But because you are under a canopy of trees, you aren't being hit by it, except for when you guys step out of the campsite. It's just tinking of metal against your armor, Lorraine.
Amazing. There's probably like a brief comment as they're sort of like setting up to fight, and it's like, you remind me a lot of my late husband.
You see fucking Leo in the background, just 2 thumbs up. Go get him.
Incredible.
Oh god. Oh, see, now I'm torn. Do I want Ashton to purposefully do I want to purposefully screw this up for Ashton, or do I want him to not know how to react?
Ashton's new title, MILF Hunter.
Is he interested?
That is
How
the
do you think he would
question.
react?
Oh,
I just
see,
want to point
that's
out she did not mean this as a flirt. She was just pointing something out. But it's up to you how you take it.
See, here's the funny thing. Ashton has never even bothered thinking about that kind of relation, because it went from being a young man in an orphanage, being a young man to a preteen to an adult in a monastery,
Young man.
where fighting was first and foremost, and then he was homeless. So he had a bit more on his plate.
So now he has time to think about it.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how to process it. So
Yeah. Ashton short circuits.
he short circuits at the comment.
Yeah, there's like, sort of like tilts her head. You okay there?
I do not know. I have never had that said about me before. I don't know how to take it.
I meant it as a compliment, so you can take it as that.
Ah, okay. I will take his compliment then. Thank you. He's still trying to process what kind of compliment that is, but he's just accepting, yeah, that's a compliment, right?
Alright, yeah, awesome. And then you guys can spend kind of the rest of the night doing Cordian therapy. Just beating the shit out of each other and meditating.
Sounds like a nice time.
It is.
Does anybody have anything else they would like to do before the night ends?
Yeah, real quick, I think I'm gonna have Gale roll nature to see how well he does helping Rika with her feathers, because
Okay.
I mean, this boy is kind of a blushy mess about it, but he's gonna do his best. Oh,
You do
that's a
fucking
22!
phenomenally.
It's so good.
You probably deal very well with Rika probably not sitting up entirely straight, and she keeps fucking moving. It's like a wiggly mess.
He's still doing his best. He's just trying to put Rika to sleep because she drunk.
Rika, you eventually get comfortable and face buried into your fucking dog, and you fall asleep, probably snoring like a fucking chainsaw.
God, yeah.
and Leo has put the fire out, and Lorraine and Ashton are kind of probably coming back from their excursion out into the woods doing Cordian therapy. Yeah.
Gail gets Ashton a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cordian
Ashton,
therapy.
Ashton, you get a thumbs up from both Gail and Leo. Like, good fucking job, man.
Cordian therapy, yeah.
Ashton probably also has a black eye at this point and a big smile.
Big smile, but one tooth is missing.
Yes.
I need to fight Ashton again at some point.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
yeah, seeing that, Gail's gonna go over and just heal him a little bit.
Phenomenal.
The tooth is starting to regrow.
That's I can't find the word for it. Oh, that's horrifying. Yeah, it's horrifying. The way that you just said things out loud like that.
Yeah. But yeah.
What? It's fine.
How would you say that out loud?
You guys, kind of coming back into the camp, relaxing, drift off to sleep, and that is where we will end session. Actually,
Yay.
no, it's
Oh, no.
not. I need wisdom
Oh.
saves from every player.
What
Great.
the fuck? How dare you?
Before I go to sleep,
That's 10.
I'm assuming we're going to sleep. I don't know. We'll find out. But Gail was gonna try and write more to the big old wizard and
Okay.
ask more like about this shop, just for more information in general about it. We can handle that later.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That correspondence can kind of be had next session.
Great.
So
Oh, God.
I
here's
don't
what's
believe
gonna
that.
happen.
That's funny.
Here's what's gonna happen. Beginning of next session, you're all gonna start with your dreams, which is what you just rolled for. God, Gale, you're about to have the worst nightmares possible.
Wonderful.
Wait, listen. Can I bargain? Can I
Uh-huh.
bargain?
Bargaining
Give Gail
chips.
give Gail my result. I'll take it.
No.
Dormammu, I've come
Listen,
to
listen.
I'll
bargain.
bargain with you to not do that.
What
Yeah,
do I get? What do I get out of either of these bargains?
Gail suffering.
Mhm.
I give you lots of kisses and also a little drawing.
Fuck.
A little drawing. Little kissies and drawings
That's
from me,
bribery.
the partner.
I am not above being bribed.
Damn it.
Uh,
I'm sending you cookies.
That's true. You are sending me cookies.
You don't even know what you're saving against. Why are you trying to bribe?
It's a dream. They know it's dreams.
Yeah. It's funny
It's
if Gail
nightmares.
fails.
It's
Alright.
nightmares.
No,
Um,
no.
It's funny.
I
Rika's
can
already
see-
been through so much with her weird dream stuff about Lady
No.
Neverember and all that.
But
Holly,
consider
It's a break.
Holly, my wonderful, beautiful love. Flip me
consider
an
Moi?
give him a break.
Sure.
Consider give Gail a break. Let me take his fat
Consider-
shit instead.
No.
Please.
Heads.
But what if you didn't?
What if I did?
Rika gets the natural one.
Yeah!
Damn.
Suck it, boy. Get a good dream, idiot.
Dormammu, I've come to
Damn it.
bargain.
Get a good dream, idiot.
Listen. 20 does not guarantee you a good dream in the Neverwinter Wood.
Heh.
Damn.
Natural one just guarantees you a really bad one.
Listen, I took a really bad dream away from Gail. It's fine.
And with
I
that,
wanted it, though.
And with that, everyone watching on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have a wonderful evening, and fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Bye.
Fuck you, Dave.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.